Okay, so first things first, let's just take a quick peek to see if there is a giant that is about to annihilate us. There are definitely things making sounds at us, but I don't know if we've definitively determined what is what just yet. Though I see some things moving over there. Those look like dinosaurs for me. No, those are goats. Those are goats, not dinosaurs. Don't be silly, Lids. Okay. But just to double check real quick. Oh, there is a red item over there. So that's definitely, at least in theory, what we should be headed toward. Double check. We are, of course, primarily on the Lord of Unvik here. Explore the bolt's hull and explore the ruins of Urskar in search of signs of Hjalmar's presence using your Witcher senses. So I'm assuming that we are, well, I mean, there's a boat right in front of us, right? So that's probably what we're focusing on here. And then, okay, this is the other town of sorts, which was originally where we were thinking we'd be going. But we happened across this boat here, so why don't we focus on this for now? And of course, the hope here would be that it doesn't appear as though the order matters, but you never really know, because apparently now something else is updated. Although that seemed to just say, are you serious? Are you serious? See, this is exactly what I meant. This is exactly what I was just talking about. Does the order matter, or will we find ourselves getting locked out of some options if we, say, take 5 steps forward? And apparently that is what happened. So, pardon me, but I may just reload this real quick, because apparently we did some terrible thing there. Committed a mortal sin. Apparently, by taking steps in that direction, we are no longer allowed to explore the hull, or at least if we were to try to explore the hull, nothing would happen.
I long to be home.
That, I'm guessing, is the stranger. But I do still very much actually want to rewind the clock a bit here, because for us to get locked out of that, full disclosure, I did just begin the stream. So, this is like literally the first 5 steps I took, and we apparently failed something. But we're still getting a bunch of updates. That does also confuse me as to why this keeps on happening. I wonder if this is a bug. But let's try reloading this. And I still don't really know what led us to fail here, because there wasn't any obvious thing that happened other than maybe this supposed stranger may have seen us when we're maybe supposed to sneak up on it. Maybe we do, in fact, need to go to the boat first, but I'm very confused. I'm very confused. So let's try reloading, see if, in fact, it is possible to not immediately fail those things. Because I would like to get the chance to explore the hull of the boat and get whatever benefit there is to get out of doing that, and speak to the stranger without us failing that section. It was really odd. I just don't necessarily know how to avoid having history repeat itself here. All we did was we stepped toward the red markers over here. So let's not walk in that direction. But then what do we do? Because there's not... Okay. That may have done the same thing. It did. What the heck? Okay, game. I am confused. I am, to be honest, quite disappointed. That is, that's not cool. That's pretty bad. Is there an obvious direction from which we are supposed to go onto the boat? Because maybe we are not supposed to approach from this angle. Previously, I believe we were trying to hopscotch our way over, and I said so joke we were about to kill ourselves. That's one way to restart the game. Sure, we'll reload our most recent save. Off to a fantastic start here. But I was kind of joking when I said that and didn't think that was actually going to be a thing. But now I start to wonder if that is actually a thing, or if maybe just by hanging around here long enough, bad things happen. Because it seems like that may be the case here. Even if I started running away immediately, do we still fail? We still fail. So maybe that was just us happening to choose the worst possible time in which to save. So then basically we are at a point now where no matter what we do when we load in, we are guaranteed to fail. What I was thinking about doing before, what I tried to do before, was I hopped over these things. So I feel like I want to just scout out, see what you're quote-unquote supposed to do, and what it might be that's causing us to fail, and then we can see if we can avoid that going forward. And we might need to reload an older save file in order to do that and do a little bit more rewinding, but this is one of those situations where this is definitely throwing me off quite a bit here. Where it's telling me we're doing things wrong. I don't know what is, in fact, actually what's wrong. I don't really know what the repercussions are. Okay, so that's the way into the boat. And apparently the stranger is maybe in that boat. Okay. We're learning, at the very least. But we were approaching from the opposite side before, which makes me wonder if that, for some reason, is what... Okay, you could stop that. I wonder if approaching from the other side is what causes us to fail, or gives us the chance of failing. So I was deliberately trying to be mindful of that, and it seems as though it backfired. Also, this guy's a pretty good singer. Pure Silver's not bad either. Okay, so we...
Giant tracks.
Yeah. I mean, I could have told you that much. Didn't really need Geralt to say that. But, which direction are they going in? Why are there so many quest updates for just walking? Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's walk in here. And I feel like for now, let's just ignore the quest updates. Ignore the fact that it says we failed this. We'll walk in, assuming that we can, in fact, walk up here. Which I'm not entirely sure how one does that. Okay, apparently like this. And we'll see how this goes. And if we find that we are still able to do all the things that we want to do, then maybe we're fine, and maybe we shouldn't actually be reading into the... And now they aren't X'd out. Alright, game, thank you very much for messing with my head. You have succeeded. But apparently now we're good. And, okay, well, I won't take those ashes. Let's, apparently your name is Octo. Let's save here manually, and, hope that we can have it stay in this current state in which we are theoretically capable of exploring this hull and talking to you. So you're singing. You are seemingly just chilling by yourself here. It must get kind of lonely. There's sirens, that's about it, and a giant.
I know that song. What are you doing?
Apparently we know that song.
Look, man. Another one. And so many times I've told him. What's that you say, Wilfred? Right you are. They never learn. At least this one heard a song before he died.
Huh? Okay, well this guy appears to have lost his mind, which is perhaps understandable given how he is talking to a skull, and is the only human that we have seen here. We've seen monsters, but I was kind of expecting us to find little to no people, elves, dwarves, other than maybe the group of people that we're searching for. But what about the skull? Where do they come from? Are they your former friends? Still your friends?
My crew. They swore never to leave me. Kept their word. Tall one's Wilmar.
Suppose you're
Wilfred's
right.
to his right, and the lad with the stutter's Wilhelm.
Why do you and your crew stay?
We cannot leave. If we ventured it again, the giant would kill us all, like he did the others.
Okay, I mean, that does make some sense. Are you the Jarl of Unvik? I mean, that's an interesting point. Like I said, wasn't really expecting to run into many people, so I thought that this island was, for the most part, just outright abandoned, so I didn't really think there would be a Jarl, but maybe that's you.
You're Harald Houndsnout, Jarl of Unvik? Heard you were dead.
We look like stiffs to you. Me and me lads.
Well.
Well.
Exactly. So they all think me dead, you say?
Perhaps it's for the best.
Okay, well, apparently that has updated a different kind of quest. But that could be interesting to see what keeping him alive might be able to do in terms of opening up doors for us. It does seem like the giant... Didn't we see the giant over here, like, in this exact spot earlier, and it apparently has spared you thus far?
Why'd the giant spare you?
Me and my crew and the Sirens. We're helping him build a longship.
Oh,
I sew the sails and run
Really?
away at times, and then the Sirens fly out and bring me back.
Why does he need a ship? Where's he want to go?
Promise not to tell no one. I trust my men to take the secret to their graves. But you...
Promise, won't tell anyone.
Fine then. The giant's going to sail her out to defeat the gods come Ragnarok. The final battle for the world's end. She'll soon be ready.
okay. Also, question. How intelligent are giants? Like, it doesn't seem as though they're just mindless or near mindless monsters. It appears as though they're capable of, deeper thought. Maybe not on the same level as humans, dwarves, elves, or the other species that we tend to run into the most, but I would suggest you're capable of some critical thinking. But yeah, the other question I have is, how are you still alive here if you've just been chilling in this boat? Maybe, sure, helping build this boat for the giant, but you getting any food?
Not much game here, but I saw the giant give you food. Where's he get it?
Don't know, don't ask. Food suits me, suits my crew.
Over there, on the ground. Hand's got bite marks on it.
What? Where? Wilmar, damn it. You're supposed to clean up. Couldn't keep a secret if your life depended on it.
Come on, Wilmar.
We had a choice. That or starve to death. And I didn't force anyone. You know, whole crew voted in favor.
What's up, Arumi? We are talking to, apparently, the guy who is the Jarl of this area, so he's in charge, but he has clearly completely lost his mind and is speaking to his crewmates, who are actually just skulls on sticks. We are mostly here to look for the... Is prince technically the right term? No, I don't think so, but Hjalmar.
I'm looking for Hjalmar on Crate. Word is he came to this isle with a crew, aimed to defeat the giant.
Oh, aye, saw him, as did Wilmar.
Of course.
Sure it was him.
Wilmar doesn't miss a thing.
Wilmar's got eyes like a hawk.
That he does.
They stood where you stand now. Poor shape they were in. Neath the red, fallen Viggy. And just between you and me, that boy's not quite right in the head.
It seemed like that's what
Oh,
we were
the
hearing.
young on Crate was here too.
They recognize you?
No, thank the gods.
Okay. But that is good information. Please tell us more.
Remember when this was?
When what was?
When Hjalmar on Crate was here with his men.
Oh, that? No, I don't remember. You might ask Wilhelm, though.
Wilhelm? Care to share? He's very tight-lipped.
They say where they were headed?
Did they, Wilmar? Oh, aye. Aim to make camp in the old guard tower. Easy enough to find. Stands in the middle of a valley. Garden, absolutely nothing.
Okay. Sounds like that's our target. Sure.
Try to come back for you once I've found Hjalmar.
Sound awfully sure you'll find him? Maybe you can kill the giant while you're at it. All on your own. They're the same
Maybe.
man, aren't they, Wilhelm? All think themselves immortal.
Gotta go. So long.
Hey, if you really aim to return, mind bring me some solid twine. You're like to find it in the village. And nails. We're short on nails. Can you remember that? Nails and twine.
Pretty sure we have a lot on hand, to tell you the truth. So, like... Can I give you some right now?
Air crew! Whitehair's returned!
Yeah, he's
What brings
been
you
gone
to
a long
us?
time, right? No, apparently I cannot give you the nails and thread that we already have on our
I
person
should
at the
go.
moment. So, we should go.
Well,
But let's check. Oh, what? Hold on. Was that just a... Okay. That's just because it was loading. I was like, can we not access our list of quests, our inventory, all this stuff? I was deeply concerned for a minute there. Okay, so explore the ruins of Urskar and search for signs of Hjalmar's presence using your richer senses. I think we already had just about all of that information, but now find Hjalmar's camp. We might have a little more information about that. I don't know. At the very least, we have apparently met you, and you are supposedly the Jarl of this area, which is not saying much. Also, is there anything other than ashes in here? Or will that be it? Because I'm not terribly interested in those ashes, you see. I'm more interested in other valuables. And ashes don't really fit that description, you see. Oh, hold on. This is gonna be big. I'm telling you. This one's gonna be big. It's gonna be 2 ashes. 1 and 2. What did I say? What did I say? Yeah. Oh, however, these could be different. Okay. Still not terribly valuable, but perhaps marginally better. I was gonna say, if that has thread in it, then I'm not gonna be very pleased. It's like, dude, just walk to the other side of the ship. You don't need me to give it to you. This one had ashes as well, right? Yeah. Okay. So, it does appear as though we were still able to explore the hull of the ship, still able to talk to our friend here. So, as it turns out, the whole, you failed this part of the quest, you didn't fail this part of the quest, you failed this part of the quest thing, didn't matter much in the end, thankfully. How are we technically supposed to get down? Because this is a rather steep drop-off, and I'm a little concerned that we are going to go splat. Just in case. Are one of these things a ladder? I mean, this, like, kinda... One of these things kind of went downward. Can we ride that slope down? Can we grind on that rail? Ah, that was fine. Okay, so we have more giant tracks. That much is true. But I don't really think we're trying to track down the giant right now as much as we are trying to track down Hjalmar. And the giant is perhaps the biggest threat to us right now. Is almost certainly the biggest threat to us right now. What's this? Why is it glowing? That made me nervous. It's like, that is a loud sound, or at least clearly the sound of some kind of wild animal running around. Okay, let's take the loot. So I get the sense that I assume that the giant is in this general area at the moment. And that we don't necessarily want to just go right on through here, otherwise we might run into it on our way to Hjalmar. We can still theoretically investigate these. There's the... Is this the ladder? No, I take it back. That's not a ladder. I was gonna say. That might have been our answer. I mean, for a giant, those footprints are not actually that big, to be honest with you. What was this? Doesn't look like a footprint.
Someone dragged a litter through here.
Yeah. Dragged something. But then the actual footprints themselves, I would like to investigate those. Specifically, if possible. But you don't really seem to want to let me do that. Unless we're just supposed to follow these tracks again. That appears to be another siren. Even though you sounded like a wolf. A little strange, but okay. Sure.
Someone dragged a litter through
Yeah, that's the
here.
same general idea there. So what I'm getting at is I'm not necessarily sure that we want to be following these tracks to a T at the moment, because I'm a little concerned that that'll lead us straight to the giants, and that could potentially lead us to an actual mission failure, because I'm guessing we want to play it low-key for the time being, and instead try to sneak our way around the island, find Hjalmar, and then once we have a team assembled, then either take out the giant, or it sounds like giant might actually be somewhat intelligent, and we might be able to reason with it. Though it seems like the giant went up this way, at least based on these tracks, which I think is good, because that is not necessarily the direction in which we are expecting to find the person we are looking for. Because that, I believe... Hold on for another weird sound. Maybe whatever those things are up there. But, yeah, I think we want to focus on just finding our amigo at the moment. And then we'll focus on doing whatever we choose to do with the giant. But it might be possible to talk to it and reason with it. I suspect that Hjalmar wants nothing to do with that, because he's all here for the glory and whatnot. Let's also just check our map real quick, because I think we're right in the middle right now. Oh wow, we're actually very close to... This is which part? This is Hjalmar's camp, whereas this is the more the city. Okay, there is a question mark here. Don't really know what that is, of course, but I think for now, at least initially, our plan was go to these places and get a sense as to what the lay of the land is, and then maybe from there, do some more general exploration and investigate the question marks, but I'm not sure we want to lead off with those. Because we might find ourselves running into things that we don't necessarily want to run into just yet, like the giant itself, or we might find ourselves actually failing parts of the quest by going in the wrong place at the wrong time. So, I think we are in the clear, though, to go this way, and that is giving us the red quest-related glow. Any signs of enemies here? Definitely hearing stuff. I'm hearing wolves, but I think that's all those guys there.
Hjalmar's encampment. They were attacked.
Yikes. Yikes. So, well, we know how that went. Attacked by what, though, would be my next question. Let's investigate.
Broken back. As if he fell from a height.
Like a giant dropped him? Also, his sword is still red, as if we can examine the sword separately from his body, but I'm not sure we can, or at least I'm kind of trying to, but all I'm seeing is an examine prompt that appears to still be over his body, so let's move on and we'll see if there's anything else to do after that.
Must have fought for a long time.
Okay.
Taken by surprise, but they fought off the attack. I need more clues. Search the perimeter.
Huh. Yeah, well, there definitely is still more.
Dragged a boat north.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that appears to be headed in the other direction, but there's still, or at least I thought there was still going to be more. Yes, there are footprints over here. Okay, there's this dog, which I think is just loot. Yeah, or wolf. Anything else here? We have the footprints. Looks like we've learned everything we can learn directly from the bodies. Let's check this out.
Two people came through here. Separately. These tracks are older. Somebody left the camp before the attack.
Ooh, very interesting. Was it someone who was a spy setting up an ambush? Maybe? That would kind of be my inclination. I kind of want to check this out first. Then I want to go this way, because I feel like this person has some inside information, and I think they're still alive, because they obviously they weren't here when the attack happened. They left before the attack. Then I think we go this way. Let's check what our quest says here, because there are lots of things we can do. We can explore the ruins, but that's, I think, the city-like place that's a little bit further in. Follow the boat trail, or use your richer senses to follow the tracks of those who fled the camp before the attack. I'm thinking we do this first. I don't actually know if it matters the order in which we do it. So, given how it seemed as if maybe this quest is a little bit quirky, a little bit difficult in that you might be able to do things in the wrong order and prevent yourself from completing it fully. Let's save here and then let's do this. Worst comes to worst, if by going this route first we end up failing the other parts, then we can perhaps rewind the clock a little bit and do things in the proper order. There are definitely wolves up here. Not sure if we actually need to do anything over there. Tracks are easy enough to follow. I am curious, though, about this. But I mean, it's close enough, if we can climb this. It's close enough to where we are that I think we can reasonably explore it. Are these just normal wolves? That'd also be good to know. Or are we dealing with something else? Oh, there we go. White wolf. Maybe not where I was looking, but sure. Probably a friend that's coming, yeah. Nope, don't have it back yet. There we go. Okay. So just good to understand what we might find ourselves dealing with. Those actually look like harpies, I think. There may be other wolves headed our way right now. I think there could be. There is an enemy over there. And I hear the wolves howling. Usually means they are, in fact, trying to swarm us, but I think I've satisfied my curiosity there. Let's keep on moving in the direction of the... What? footprints? What happened to the footprints? Hold on. Huh? Still have the same one active. Same quest. Where'd the footprints go? Oh, hold on. Did I
Winds
deviate from
howling.
path? I did. It's actually over this way. Or is this where we came from? This is where we came from, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Hold on. Go in this direction. There's a... Oh, you are related to the quest, apparently, because you are red. Is that a bear? That is a bear. Okay, so... Why are you red, though?
What? Lost your nerve?
Okay, that leads me to believe that we may need to fight it? It may have been involved in this altercation? Normally I might leave you alone. We don't really need to fight you, I wouldn't have thought, but might it be something that we can investigate further if we take you out? Hey man, I was really hoping that we would get our Igni back before you had the chance to actually hit us, but I suppose we did so quite on. So no damage taken. Now we can hit you again. And polar bears, or at least white bears, versus fire. I suppose it works. Well... Maybe that was a coincidence, because, didn't seem to get anything out of that. No additional information. Geralt didn't go, yes, it does seem as though this is the enemy that has... Or at least the wild animal that has attacked the camp. Did say fell from heights. I still think that it is likely that that was the giant who dropped someone. There are definitely other areas that we can explore, but I do want to deliberately stick mostly to the path here, to the tracks. Okay, we can investigate this further. Oh, yes, we can. Hold on, let's just see. Is there anyone or anything else that's gonna sneak up on us in the meantime?
Landed smack in a Necker's lair and cut the beast down. Hardy folk, these Skelligers.
Okay, sure.
Landed smack in a
Yeah,
Necker's
that's
lair
the
and
same
cut the
thing.
beast down. Hardy folk, these Skelligers.
Yeah, they're no strangers to a fight. Also, this is intriguing, and I would think there might be some decent loot down there, but in the interest of focusing on the quest first and foremost... Oh, except we might be headed in that direction, based on this. No... Over here. Okay. What's this?
Didn't come back for his arrows.
Okay. Not sure what to make of that, but sure. I do really like how this is all mysterious and feels like a lot of a big investigation. It's not just a straightforward, run in here, kill the giants, and be done type of thing. Well, there's stuff up there as well. It feels different. Feels like there's a different pace to it.
Neckers slowed the pursuer.
Okay. Saw the Neckers back in the other direction. Oh. Okay.
Another track.
Door. Headed here. I mean, I'm expecting for us to run into this person. Oh, or an abandoned village. Let's check the map. Oh, okay, it leads us here. So, this is a good example of if we were to have just explored the island by ourselves and not focused on the quests, then we might have happened across this place unexpectedly. Or, I mean, we saw the broken houses over here, right? So we probably would have made a point of coming here eventually. But then we would have ended up doing things all out of order, and then we wouldn't have had this whole tracking component, so I think all the more reason for us to have done it in this order. But what's the deal here?
Archer was determined to kill him. Wonder why.
To kill what?
Definitely came through here.
I mean, I could tell you that much with the footprints, yes. Thank you, Geralt.
Got hit here first, but kept going.
Huh. Okay. Here's the tower that I think someone was referring to. Something here? Blood marks?
Kept going, though he could barely walk.
Huh. And we still don't really know who this is. Seems like
Went this way.
someone was initially part of the camp and then abandoned them before they got attacked, which leads me to believe that they were some kind of spy or looking to sabotage in some kind of way. But then there are two people here, one of which was attacking the other,
Lost a lot of blood. Couldn't have gone much further.
and then this person might be collapsed over by the side of the road, not far from here. I'm kind of curious to try to go inside here, but they're locked. Okay. Is this?
Lost a lot of blood.
Yeah, that's still the blood.
Couldn't have gone much further.
And we follow this. I think you're going to be right at the bottom here. Oh, that's more blood. I mean, for someone who can't travel far, we have the footprints and then we have these splotches of blood. So I wonder if the footprints are actually the person who did the attacking and the splotches of blood are from the person who's crawling around and is the one who got attacked. What's
Lost a lot of
Oh,
blood.
that's also the blood.
Couldn't
Okay.
have gone much further.
I mean, but the blood is like all over the place. Is the weird thing. Like that. Like, this is probably the same
Lost
thing.
a lot
Yeah.
of blood. Couldn't have gone much
But
further.
like, yes, you've absolutely lost a ton of blood. But this, the person in question, it looks like it may be.
Took a second arrow here. Got him good this time. Now where'd
Yeah.
that archer go?
That's the question. Also, that really looks like an explosive barrel. Horn. Oh, we've heard about this. It's a new quest item. Prepare it for use by placing it in. Yeah. It prevents the sirens from coming. Is that right? Or scares them off? There are a lot of sirens around here, so that might not be a bad idea to have that. Also, we picked up this pickaxe, and I think it's kind of heavy, and we don't have a ton of inventory space remaining, so let's dump it. So, let's see. The quest items, it's this. The sound of this horn causes nearby sirens to drop out of the... Oh, drop out of the sky. Okay, that's a little bit different. I was assuming that it would cause them to run away, and we wouldn't have to fight as many of them, which felt like, you know, maybe that's not terribly necessary because we're in a decent place here. We're a pretty high level for this quest, so I was thinking it would just be a convenience, but if we're dropping them out of the sky, or that it would be an easier way to complete this quest, but if they're dropping them out of the sky, that is just a more... I mean, that is a convenience, yes. But we do still get the chance to fight them, which is probably something we'd still like to do. Don't really have any need for the, what was it, the other lamp thing here, so probably good. Oh, what is this?
Trolls. Dragged him into the cave. Wonder if he's still alive.
Okay. We can still loot something here. Oh, it's the stuff that we just dropped. Okay. Want to explore a little bit around here. But I think for the most part, we are going to head in now, and we can see some signs of movement. Yes. What's this? More blood?
Archer was wounded too.
So it does seem like the archer was the one who was better off, but then they were fighting each other. Then maybe the trolls came and they realized, hold on, we got bigger problems than this right now. So let's save here, because I do think that stuff is about to go down. But let's check it out. Maybe even go in with a plan prepared. I'm only seeing one sign of movement here, which is concerning, because that means that, well, if we're wondering whether or not they are still alive, that may not be a good indication. No loot out of these, unfortunately. Although, well, tell you what, okay, now two signs of something. Two different directions we can go in. That looks like a troll. Did it see us? It may have seen us. I don't know if it saw us. Do we fight the troll first, or do we try going this way? Well, not sure what this does. Besides, possibly lead us out? Can we get through here? I'm not sure we can. Maybe this magically opens up once we've dealt with the troll? So yeah, I think we are, in fact, supposed to go with the troll first. So, there is seemingly another person or something back there, so I'm hoping that is one of the people we were seeing the tracks from. The troll? Bring it on. I'm assuming we're going to fight you. Pretty sure we're going to fight you. Not sure why I'm highlighting R. It's an ice troll. don't think we ever fought an ice troll. Fought rock trolls. Yes, but you are heavily armored. Like, heavily armored. Because we are not dealing much in the way of damage. Level 19 is not super high. Oh, I just tried to sidestep that. Okay, well, you can also block pretty effectively, which is not terribly surprising, because that seems to be, generally speaking, the troll thing. And now we're gonna time it better this time. Big heavy strikes. And never mind the fact that we appear to be hitting the stalagmites here, but we're still dealing damage, so we'll be fine. Don't throw that pebble at us. Don't do that. Also, don't block us. That's also not cool. There we go. Okay. New entry on the ice trolls. Troll hide, monster essence. Anything else in here? Still more signs of blood, and still perhaps that sign of the other, person or whatever it may be over here. Is it moving? It is moving. Hello? Oh, it's another troll. Okay. I take it back. It is not necessarily the person we are hoping to rescue. It is just another troll. We could, I suppose, pick up on them based on how we did just learn about them. Let's do that. I mean, Ogroid oil. Are they Ogroid or are they element? They are ice trolls, yes, but I do still think they're technically Ogroids. The Ogroid oil would be effective in that case. And maybe an Igni? I was thinking Igni. Not Ice Giant, although this would be helpful to read about this because this is the primary or the most significant of opponents we are expecting to run into around here. So it fled one time in my life from the Ice Giant. And know what? Not a bit ashamed. That is, well, perhaps understandable. This powerful, primeval monster is quite possibly the last of its race. Really. The Ice Giant resembles a man in many respects, but is blue as frost and taller than a tree. Though it seems capable of reason, all attempts to communicate with it to date have ended the same way, in a quick and painful death. Okay, so that is good to know, because we were hearing some people say that you might in fact be able to talk with them, and they might be capable of reason, but perhaps not terribly surprising to hear that, generally speaking, it still ends in violence. The Ice Troll is the ones that we're fighting right now, though. It does say Quen is the way to go for the shield, and then, Ogroid Oil. Our winter's cold and deep. Frostbite eats our feet. Your feet. Snow falls down and hides the ground, and ice trolls wake from sleep. Ah, clever rhyme, okay. Climbing to the top of snow-covered peaks is never a safe endeavor. One can slip and fall into a ravine, be buried in an avalanche, or stumble across ice trolls. Unlike the rock trolls found at lower altitudes, these permafrost-dwelling monsters treat every man they encounter as a possible ingredient for a tasty meal. Okay, so that would suggest that there's perhaps never really any opportunity to speak with them. Yeah, let's try ya, before you get the chance to actually throw that icicle at us. And we'll just, continue to wait for you to stop blocking. And then, oh, hold on. Then we'll hit you. And then we'll hit you again. Then we'll hit you. Then you'll start blocking, so we'll step back. Then we'll hit you. Then we'll hit you again. And then you're almost dead, so we'll hit you. Not bad. But was kind of hoping we might find that other person. This just drop down to the other area? I mean, I'm curious where that goes. I'm thinking that is the place where we were earlier, and it's just an elevation change. This is our way out? And if so, where are we? Further over here, what is this? Find the man the trolls captured using your Witcher senses. Oh, okay. So that is apparently where we are supposed to look, although it is not exactly where the cave was, which does surprise me a bit. I was assuming that the man they captured would be in the cave where the trolls are. That didn't seem like that was, terribly unlikely for that to happen, and yet they were not there. So I'm a little bit surprised, but okay. Also, is there anything up here at all? Besides, perhaps, sheep. Somewhere. Maybe. Over there. Oh no. Oh dear, sheep. Please show us the way. Can we hop this? I don't want to hop it, but not sure if there's actually anywhere for us to go. But that also definitely sounds like demonic whispering of some variety, which is a tad concerning. Where does this pathway lead us? In the right direction. Okay. So this could theoretically work. Sure. Anything back here? Because we didn't really follow the path. Like say here, where there are some ruins. Could appear. Sometimes that means nice, pretty loot. Most of the time, really. I mean, most of the time that means you should just give us a bunch of diamonds and coins and fantastic weapons and armor and crafting materials and basically just everything we ever wanted. No? You're not going to do that this time? How dare you? How dare you? In that case, we will just head back up in this direction. Just want to make sure we weren't missing anything big there. Let's see. Okay, so there do appear to be harpies over there. Not so concerned about them. There are the sheep. To be another way down. Again, kind of reversing course a bit here, just to make sure we aren't missing anything that we were supposed to see along the way, because we took a little bit of an unconventional route up here. Is this the same spot, though? Same ruins we were exploring before, wondering if there would be anything nice? I'm already starting to lose track of it a bit. I think it may be. So let's head up for reals. Yeah, because I remember seeing that. Let's head up for reals this time. Suppose maybe there's a bit of a fork in the road here. Yeah, there is. We could go either slightly to the left or slightly to the right. We'll go slightly to the right. Looks a little bit more direct. And now, I think we are basically headed straight for those harpies, unless we decide that we want to take a little bit more of an unconventional route, which probably is not going to help us out very much, but okay, yeah, there are a ton of them. I do kind of wonder if that horn works for both sirens and harpies. I'm pretty sure it said specifically sirens. We should probably double check. But there are enough harpies there that it would be very convenient if we could just knock them all down to the ground. Causes nearby sirens specifically to drop down from the sky. These are definitely not sirens. Oh, and that is... Okay. On second thought, this was not the right way. Here I was thinking maybe we could be a little bit clever. Go a slightly different route. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Go the way you're supposed to go. But maybe just explore these mini ruins here. See if there's a nice chest hiding in the corner. Where it gives us all the stuff we were talking about before. Except, maybe not. One day. One day it'll happen. Okay, so now we head up here. We, is this the same place that we were? No, okay. This is the right way. We will fight, presumably, those harpies at some point in time when they choose to acknowledge our existence. I kind of thought that was going to be a cave entrance, but it apparently is not. But there is apparently someone or something directly below our feet. Okay, now we're in harpy territory. Level 19? Okay, that's actually... It's kind of high for enemies this plentiful. A little concerning. Also, falling down this large cliff would be very concerning too. I would like to destroy this harpy before it gets a chance to come back up. Can we blast you off of this plane of existence? That is also not what I meant to do. But I suppose we can at least hit you in that case. Also, Carol, please don't have your momentum take you down. Finish you. Finish you. That is just boulders. I Kind of thought that might have been a golem for a second. Okay, now we'll just loot for a second here and try not to fall off in the process. Okay, so we're trying to explore in this general area with our Witcher senses, but we don't necessarily know where precisely we're looking for, because this is a pretty big circle. Okay, I think these are just more of the harpies. This area is a little bit bigger. Oh, hello. We're closer than I realized. Also, you just apparated behind us.
You like that silver?
Hello, friends. Also, Geralt just wanted a little bit more to do with that animation there. Thought we might have been done, but apparently we were not. I'd like to get the harpies that are on the ground, preferably. The ones that we can fairly easily finish off. You know? Like this one. It's trying to run off away from us. Like this one. It's They do look rather silly when they're on the ground like this, and they just kind of lumber around. There's still... one more very close by, or at least something over here. I see the red dot. This. Okay, this. I mean, there's obviously a harpy over there. But it's kind of just chilling. I'm referring to this one that is apparently below us. Is that a harpy that's stuck in the ice, sort of? Bugged out? It's bugged out. Okay, we will just leave you your eternal suffering over there. Sorry. Not sure we can save you from that fate. Do we drop down there? It looks like there might be a better way to drop down there. Also, we can actually still fry you. So maybe we can actually free you from your suffering and eternal torment. Can we loot you? Now that's a question. I don't think so. Okay, so I think we actually want to go down over here-ish. And loop around this. Whoa, this way. Yeah, now that's gonna encumber us, I think. It does. That's pretty heavy. Oh, there is more here, though. Flowers. That's sweet. Okay, that's nothing. Yeah, we do need to drop something, and it might even be that chestplate that we just picked up, because I'm not sure it's going to be that good. It is definitely going to be heavy, though. 15? Holy moly. It may be worth something, yes, but that is so heavy. It's hard to justify holding on to it. This is relic rarity. And it's level 22, yet it is worth far less, which is confusing. This is... could be better? It's odd. Also, way lighter. I think we dropped this, for sure. Just too heavy to justify at this point. Okay, so let's keep on looking, I guess. We are, I think, still in the circle where we're trying to investigate. We certainly are. And we also don't really know what... oh, this is going to be the big tower that we're seeing off in the distance. And there is a question mark down here. I'm thinking this is probably a place of power. You might even be able to spy it from down here. Can't tell. Got anything? No. I'm mostly just going to follow the path and then maybe deviate from it a bit if and when there appears to be simple, straightforward way to deviate from it. Like going down that cliff? Nah. No thanks, I'll pass on that one. So we are approaching the edge of the circle. We are actually outside the circle now. So I think we... ooh, means we do need to find some other area. Huh. Find the man the trolls captured using your Witcher senses. It did seem like there's some stuff happening below us. But we don't yet have a... oh, we can get lower. Okay. Yeah, I think we actually do want to drop lower in that case. Okay, not that low, though. Ooh. Ooh, no, careful, careful. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. We are so very dead right now. We are so very dead right now. We are not dead right now. We deserve to be dead right now. Okay. So that's one way to do this.